Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Absolute Wonder Woman number 4. This is a series that's growing on me. I start off kind of like a little iffy on it, but each issue I think it's getting better and better, and there's a lot. It's the details. There's small details I think are really kind of building on each other. So this is written by Thompson. Hayden Sherman is the artist. Jordie Bellaire is the colorist. Becca Carey is the letterer. So Wonder Woman. This is a very different take. She's raised by Circe, the Amazon. Something has happened to them. Wonder Woman has kind of like been basically raised in hell, so she's kind of like the dark metal version of Wonder Woman. She has come to mankind's world, and she's fighting this big giant monster who potentially going to destroy a town, and she needs a little help to save the day, and with that she needs a little magic. So this is much more like magic wielding Wonder Woman, and she comes to some familiar characters. We got Etta and Gia Candy, who are apparently local witches, and know Steve Trevor. So they Wonder Woman kind of comes and meets them. And it's the small details of it I think that I really like. You got Etta and Gia. Steve has told them about Wonder Woman, and they're standing there, and she's kind of doing her thing. And the comment is something like was like, so that's Wonder Woman, huh? And Steve Trevor's like, yeah, like, believe me now. And she's like, nah, you undersold it. Small comments like that I think are really kind of cool, and good writing and cute, and it kind of feels like a much more like traditional Wonder Woman in some ways. I think people kind of being in awe of her is, to me, part of like that DNA of the character. Like, you really should kind of feel not necessarily intimidated, but just like, wow, this is like perfection. Like, she's beautiful, she's capable, she's smart, she's calming, she's got leadership, like all these things. Like, to me, she just exudes that, and I think the comic, even though it's like a darker tone, it does kind of nail that in a lot of ways. Generally this has kind of been just a way to introduce Wonder Woman to the world. And overall, like, how the battle ends, it's a little silly to me. It feels very like anime, we gotta end it sort of thing. Anime manga, like, we're just gonna kill this off. It's kind of fun in some ways too, but like, I don't know, I think I maybe would have liked to see something a little bit different. But to me, it's really that these 4 issues have been introducing Wonder Woman to the world, some of the key characters, kind of what the basis of this Wonder Woman's like, and it's growing. Like, the end of it I think is an interesting ending. I still think there's an issue as a whole with all the Absolute comics, in that they all are very siloed. The fact that we haven't heard any mention of anyone else in any of the other comics, to me, is odd. Like, even if it's a television or something. But I think that's about, that's to me the biggest negative about it. Like, it's just a very odd thing of like, you've got these 3 heroes kind of showing up and doing their thing, and like, no one's really kind of connecting these dots at all. So there's that, but as a whole, the issue I think it's good. Like, the first 4 issues, together, I think it's a stronger whole than it is the individual parts. So yeah, like, as I said, it's growing on me, and growing on me is not a bad thing. The art is interesting. So you got like this style, and then we get a bit of a. And then it drops to this, kind of giving us some backstory about Circe and Wonder Woman's being raised. And it's just, to me, it's interesting. It's the same creative team, and you can see the, similar art styles, but to me, it's just very different. The page layouts and all that, it's cool. I think the one thing that's been consistent about, like, the page layouts have been really, really cool and really dynamic. A lot of it reminds me of, like, J.H. Williams III, when he was doing Batwoman. Like, it's just a very interesting flow and kind of just a beautiful layout. So yeah, it's an interesting series. It's an interesting take on Wonder Woman. I will still sit there and say you like really need to be into mythology to I think really appreciate it. But I think that's a thing with Wonder Woman as a whole. You know, if you know the mythology, there's another level that you could really, really dive into and get. Unfortunately, I don't have that level. I don't have that knowledge. So yeah, like it's good. It's getting better. So yeah, I mean, check it out. It's interesting. There's as I said, a lot of cool details. I think that's the thing that really stands out to me. It's small details that really I think are making the difference in this series. You can go get this. It's out in shops. We got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code to tell shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you get a small percentage, and by doing that, you help support our site. So thanks for that. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.